What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, September 30th. Does that mean that tomorrow is October 1st? So many of my friends are moving into the city tomorrow. That's very exciting. I am so excited to be vlogging today. Sometimes I'm not really in the mood to pick up a camera. Today, I have a good feeling it's gonna be a really fun vlog. I want to bring you guys along for a very in-depth day in my life. I know I have a lot to do. I'm not sure exactly what. We're gonna figure that out. I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Logitech. So crazy. I was doing research on the exact thing that I'm going to be talking about when I got the email about working with them. So I got to test it out. I absolutely love this product, and it actually plays a huge role in kind of like my mobility, work from home, my whole routine. So I'm excited to share that. And it's a beautiful day. I looked at the weather app this morning and it said 59 degrees. I have not seen my weather app in the 50s for New York since probably March, maybe April. But man, it's getting cooler. We're gonna have a nice cozy day, work from a bunch of different places because that's how my brain needs to function. I'm very excited. I'm going to make my bed. It's always the first thing I have to do. And then we're just gonna get into the day.
Formation is incredibly useful in the back of the brain. It can only be conscious attention automatically. This is precisely the less likely we are to consciously think about it and improve heart health.
I want to do really quick skincare before I start getting into work. I promise we'll get there, but let's do that. For skincare, I keep it nice and simple. I've been obsessed with these two products recently. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment. Makes your skin look amazing. And I've also been loving the Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. I've been using this for a while, actually. I've never used these together because I kind of feel like they're both serums. But you know what? We're just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna do a little of both. I'm really trying to get better at just tapping skincare on. This one kind of smells a little funky, but I feel like that's how you know it actually works. Again, never used these together, but I love both of them, so I'm curious. Kind of do the same thing. See how it's a little tinted? Kind of just makes me look more alive. I actually don't have any Zoom calls. I have one meeting today and the rest of the stuff is kind of just remote work. Last but not least, I have the Sephora Collection Brightening Eye Cream. I love this stuff. It has caffeine in it. It's finally time to start the workday. Always starts with making a to-do list. It's like the most important thing I do in the morning. Let's go to the desk. This is the journal I use. It's the Lecterm 1917 with dotted lines. And then my go-to pen is the Muji 0.5. So I always start with the date in the top right corner. I break my to-do list into the different categories of things that I'm working on. Right now there's 5 different categories. Once I have those categories written out, I just go in and kind of just brain dump everything that I know I have to do in my mind. And then after that, I'll go through my journal for past to-do list, things that I haven't completed. And then finally, I'll go to my Google Calendar and add in anything that I have coming up today. Okay. Normally when I make those to-do lists, I end up getting super anxious, but I have a huge thing that I have to do today, but I really can't do it until the end of the day. Well, I'll just tell you guys, it's editing this video. Editing takes me a really long time, but obviously you gotta film stuff before you can edit it. I do have stuff I have to do today, but it's stuff I know I can get done. So because I can take a breath right now, I'm going to make some sort of latte and I'll bring you guys along. I have to think about what shape I want to do for latte art.
The punchline is clear. People who make a specific plan for when and where they will perform a new habit are more likely to follow through. Too many people try to change their habits without these basic details figured out. We tell ourselves, I'm going to eat healthier, or I'm going to write more, but we never say when and where these habits are going to happen. We leave it up to chance and hope that we will just remember to do it or feel motivated at the right time.
Okay, well, it's kind of creepy, but it's something. Cheers. This is what my setup usually looks like in the morning. So on my iPad, I have my Slack channels because I take the morning to work with companies to make sure that I have all the deliverables in if they're trying to reach me. And then I'll use the computer to work on those different things. So I'm gonna take the next couple hours to just finish everything that's on my to-do list because it's pretty manageable. And then we'll do a little desk tour. I want to share kind of my desk process and my flow. I feel like after a year and a half of working from home, I've had to figure out a system that works for me. To put my work into categories, I do freelance marketing. So that's a lot of communicating with brands, being on meetings, being in conversation with groups of people. Then I have my content creation. A lot of that is kind of out and about shooting content, but I'm always editing from my computer. The last category is a couple more creative projects, some which you guys have seen, some which I'm working on, and that kind of creates the mecca of my workday. I'm just gonna go through and kind of talk about everything in my flow, but I think first of all, it's important to say that my desk area makes me really happy. I have art that I love and pictures. I have my favorite scents here, which I feel like makes a huge difference, and I always have a drink with me. I'm a huge fan of like teas, lattes, coffees. And then we have the bulk of what I'm actually looking at all day, which is my journal, laptop, and iPad with my Logitech Combo Touch. To go through quickly, I have my journal you guys saw this morning. I use this on a daily basis. It's my Bible. Let's just say this cannot get into the wrong hands. Next up, we have my computer. I do a lot of editing. Especially recently, it's been a lot of video editing, podcast editing, and then with my marketing job, I'll sometimes have to go in and do some quick edits. Lastly, I have my iPad, which is the newest edition, and it's been lovely. I get a lot of questions about how I use it. I'm actually gonna bring you guys closer and show you how I use the Logitech Combo Touch because it has made a huge difference in my workflow. Come on. I have the iPad Pro 11.9 inch 3rd generation. And what you guys see here is the Logitech Combo Touch. So this is a keyboard case that gives you so much versatility when you're working with your iPad, which I feel like is kind of the whole point of owning one. The keyboard is also detachable as you work. So if you want to use it in reading mode, there's also an adjustable kickstand at the back of the case. So you can use it so many different ways. So when I'm sketching, I use it like this. When I'm reading or presenting, I like it a little bit higher up. Something really important to me also when I was researching iPad cases is, first of all, this is really protective. And also there's a space for the Apple Pencil. I use this tool pretty much every time I'm using my iPad, so I wanted to make sure the case was compatible with that. I'm gonna put out all the iPads that the Combo Touch is available for on the screen. So because I always have to be available on Slack and emails, but I also have some creative work I want to do, I'm gonna bring my iPad with the Combo Touch to a local cafe. It's such a beautiful day and I hate staying inside all day. So we're gonna bring this, I'll show you how I use it there. If you guys want to shop the Logitech Combo Touch and other Logitech products, I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you to shop. It's the best. Feel free to drop any questions also in the comment section and I'm happy to answer. And thank you again to Logitech for sponsoring this video. Just went to a cafe. It was the first time I'd been to that cafe, but a lot of my friends really like it and it was great. I shot a bunch of content for this full campaign, so if you want to see it, head over to Instagram. Got some work done, did some journaling. I'm back at my apartment. I really apologize if this is the most boring video you've ever watched, but it is a work day. It can't be that fun. I have a Zoom call right now. Basically, it is a friend of a friend who knows my mom. She used to be out in the Olympics and she started her own brand. She wants some advice about influencer stuff. So this is not like paid or anything. It's kind of doing a favor, but I'm kind of going crazy with the amount of work I have today. So I think I'm just gonna add a hard stop. That's also a pro tip. If you guys have a Zoom call and you know that it can go on, just at the beginning of the call, so you have a hard stop at a certain time, just to be respectful. Okay, I have a feeling these people are very timely, so I'm gonna hop on this call and I'll speak to you after. All right guys, I have almost made it to the end of a crazy day. A lot of it you haven't seen because it's been editing this video because I'm almost done with it. So throughout this day, I've also finished this video, which is really exciting. Usually takes me a lot longer, but I feel like because I've been doing a lot of editing recently, I can kind of get in the flow of it. I would say from a career lens, I still don't feel like I'm close to where I want to be in terms of being really passionate or driven about my career. I think I'm doing things that I'm good at and I'm working with brands that I really like from a marketing perspective, but I still have a long way to go in terms of figuring out what I really want to do. And I think that's totally okay. I was talking to a friend the other day and I was saying how I felt really pressured to like look on job boards all the time and look for more traditional standard jobs. And she was like, you probably aren't gonna find the job that you want on a job board. You're probably gonna make up whatever job you have in whatever industry and you're gonna build that career for yourself, which I really liked. There's nothing wrong with a traditional job, but I think I put so much pressure on myself to have that type of career, and that's just probably not in the cards, at least in the near future, just because I like juggling a bunch of different things. So yeah, that's been my day. My mom is right next to me. Say hi.
Hi. I bought a book. It's a good one. I suggest you all read it.
She was at a conference in the city and just met up, and I'm gonna finish this video, send it off, and we're going to get some appetizers, maybe some cocktails, and yeah, enjoy. Just have fun. It's rare that she comes into the city, so I'm gonna enjoy that. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Logitech for sponsoring this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.